There we go. Please come join me around the fire. We are here resting. She says to you two.
You mentioned the gut worm.
Yes.
What is this creature? Is it alive or
It is
dead?
the enormous creature that lives within this sludge. The black rot sludge.
Well,
The Rotblack Sludge. My dyslexia is coming out.
I fear to tell you that my brother Lelouch will surely have killed the creature by now. If the one you mean is the one that we saw just a moment ago. While he's back there hacking and slashing at it this very moment.
Interesting. I find that difficult to believe. The gut worm is enormous. No one man could kill him.
That quiets me. I have to rethink things for a moment. I remember all those times that I would beat the shit out of Lelouch when we were kids, and I would just hold him down and just beat him senseless. Now I wonder.
While Lelouch was introducing himself to everyone that passed by watching.
Okay, so back to business here. This gutworm and the sludge and all that. Which direction would you say that is? We got to get back there. How the hell did we get here? Doesn't matter. We need to get back there. Which way do we go?
Oh no, you have plenty of time. Come join us. Take a seat for a while. Rest.
He's just grumbling and growling. He looks at Keftar.
We do appreciate the hospitality, and the drink was delicious, but you've given me some cause for concern. I think we should return. Could you point us in the direction?
She stands up. I said rest. You see her three companions draw daggers.
I'm gonna draw my dagger. Gotta even it out.
Yeah, my flail's already out. Start spinning it a little bit. Oh, I know this. I like this.
I do raise a hand and I say, ma'am, we have no ill business with you, but we must return to where we came from. Last chance.
She kind of covers his mouth and so be it. And she kind of begins to back away into the bushes behind her as the other three begin advance and begin battle.
Oh yeah.
Now then, we have a treat for this particular battle. I won't tell you which one, but one is being controlled by Newmaid. Newmaid's character will be joining us shortly.
Yes.
But for now, he's going to be trying to kill you. But of course, Newmaid, you don't actively get to do a roll of any kind. That's not how Mork Borg works. But
All I get to do is decide where I go and who I attack.
yes. You do see the sheet and everything they have, all that good stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I do, but I still do not own a token for some reason.
You don't?
Yeah.
You do. It says you do. Let's try this.
I'll try reloading the page, maybe. No, you do not own any token with vision in this scene. Does he have vision assigned? Ah, there we go.
My bad. All right.
Oh, yes.
So, first off, let's get the battle going. Let me begin here. It's been a long start. Let's see. Go ahead and get your agility rolls in, please.
Yeah.
Remind me how to rejoin the. What's the process there?
You gotta roll your agility plus d6.
Oh, I meant for joining the combat.
So on the in combat, yes.
There's a round-
Right-click your token, and you'll see
Token?
the sword and shield.
There it is.
You see
Yeah,
the sword and
combat
shield.
encounter.
Try again. I ended it and restarted it.
Perfect. Cool.
And of course, I'm saying the rules, but we don't have to actually do know what the roll is, do we?
I'm sorry. I got the little sword and shield popped out, and then what am I doing?
You go to the encounter on the top right, and you're gonna roll a d20 by you.
The combat
fist
tracker.
icon.
The fist icon. Second in.
There it is.
Get some fist.
Yeah, I could not.
Well, it appears all the enemies go first, and who else but my enemy character goes first?
How dare you offend the lady in such a manner? When she offers you to sit down, you sit down.
And then I am gonna rush our big, burly berserker, fang deserter Keftar and attack him with my little dagger.
It's not little, it's a long dagger.
Roll your defense roll.
Oh yeah.
Krynar.
There it is. Natural 1.
Oh shit.
And
Oh, I didn't input the
No,
I didn't know
that
how
is
much
the right
damage. Okay.
that is the correct amount of damage.
So,
You take 3 damage.
all right.
Take that.
Did that already apply double damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. Okay. All right.
Quick sidebar conversation about omens. Do we start with an omen this time?
Well, I defaulted to 2 on the stream. Whatever is in your character sheet should be accurate. How many did you have?
0 as of now, but I think I was spending them left and right last time.
Yeah, I think it's fair that on a new game we reset. So just what your normal amount is now. Your maximum amount. Is everyone 2 or is somebody 1?
I think it's overall 2.
It says roll a D2.
Okay, that's fine too.
I think that's rest, maybe, though?
Oh, it does say that for rest.
Yeah, but still.
Anyway.
Might as well.
Either way, it's fine.
But you got to. There you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get your rolls, and I'll adjust the stream accordingly. And we'll roll yours, new main, when your character hops in here. But yeah, Keftar, if you want to roll how many you're getting this session.
I already rolled my omen. It is 2.
Okay, cool.
I thought I did it. There we go.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Both got 2.
2 on everyone.
All right, the next cloaked figure comes in. Let's do the delightful. Comes and charges Keftar. Roll your defense.
Lesdy the delightful.
It's a DR of 12, right?
I'm sorry?
DR of 12. That's not right?
Yes, D6 damage.
D6 damage, not D8. Okay.
Zero damage you absorbed it. He clanks against your armor with his dagger. God, all of them got first, didn't they?
Yep.
Last day, last day, last day, last day.
Good to
He
know that
charges
I'm the only
Grindar.
coherent one.
Okay, another defend roll for you. Here we go. My DR is 10 because of my heavy armor. Here we go.
Ooh, nice roll.
Yeah.
Beautiful dodge. Despite your heavy armor, you skillfully dodge out of the way. Now, Kefdar.
I've got my snake skin dagger, which I'd used so hopefully against Fletcher and never had it amount to anything. So I've been whispering the sweet nothings to it in the hopes of it doing something really vicious. And here's its chance. I'll plunge it into his heart. The guy in front of me, that is. Maybe?
Nice roll.
Well, 4's not bad.
Sadly, not an instant kill.
That's a fucking
Yeah.
an excellent roll. What are you talking about?
Well, if you
Well-
rolled a 1 on damage, it would be an instant kill.
He just dies, yeah, but I'll take the 4. Second best.
Okay. And end your turn whenever you're ready.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that bit.
Reinar will say, "You ask us to rest. We will put you to rest." That's all I got. So I'll go for the middle guy. I believe that's new main. So I'll go with a nice flail attack here.
The only coherent one of the group, apparently.
Let's see. Target armor?
Yes, my bad. None.
Yeah.
All right. So let's give her a go here. 18 on the die. Max damage.
That's
kills
sexy.
me instantly.
How do you do it, Krynar?
Just, classic flail to the skull. Just boom. His skull is just caved in by this steel ball.
As your flail is heading towards my head, I shout, "I never die in the lady soul!"
And he croaks.
Nice.
All right. Oh, the other cultist looks down and his fallen comrade says, "There's more Leslie now to go around." And as he attacks you, Krynar.
Okay.
That's a bit weird.
Here's another defense. 5 on the die.
Do I actually? Oh, okay. I saw the 6
All
first,
right.
and I got excited.
Yeah. I got a little worried there too.
Great
All right.
armor roll. Jesus.
Yes.
You guys are just killing it with the fucking armor rolls late on this game. Wait, did I skip one? What? Hold up.
I think, yeah.
I did skip one.
Yeah.
This one will attack you, Kefdar, again. And goes in for a strike. Beautiful. Nimbly dodge out of the way with these. Now, it is Keftar's turn now. However, Keftar, you're starting to feel
No.
a little woozy.
No.
You
My
feel-
second stomach.
You feel a sweat coming down your brow, and you begin to slur a bit. You get a -2 on attacks and defense rolls.
Oh.
I like to imagine that the reason I was so nimbly dodging, it was that normally I would walk into those things, but something has thrown me off, and that's the reason I was able to dodge.
You're
Won't help me
Jack
now.
Sparrowing it right now.
100%. That's where I'm at. So -2 to this. So that's pretty poor. That's a 3.
Miss. You overcompensate quite a bit, seeing 2 cultists in front of you now, blurring together here and there. Go ahead and end your turn if you are done with it. Krynar, you feel
Right.
great.
Yeah, let's try to rinse and repeat. I did take a little damage. I did get a little poked by that dagger. The first one. I will attack the guy on the left here. Let's try to do the same thing.
By the way, Ryan, you still have the drink Leslie handed to you? You didn't drink it?
Yeah, I don't think I want to.
In one hand as he's flailing.
Yeah.
Never spill a drink.
Swinging a flail, holding this
Not a drop spill.
poisoned coffee. Here's the roll. That still hits.
Jeez Louise, you beast.
It looks like I hit on a 10.
Yeah, you just met. You got a +2 on your hit, so you hit 12, which is a success, dealing 6 points of damage. You slash his chest open as gore, and just a pool of blood begins to spill out. He's not quite down yet.
All right, my flail hits him in the chest, breaks his ribs, breaks his collarbone, perhaps, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. He's dead. I don't know why the combat still goes to the dead people.
Well, they might come back to life.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you really want your guy to come back, don't you?
No, I'm just saying.
Lelouch. All right.
Lelouch is dead.
The cultist is practically foaming at the mouth now. The crazed look to his eyes. He continues to repeat, "Let's stay, let's stay." Flips the dagger in a motion that makes it go upside down in his hand and tries to go in a downward stab at you, Keftar. God damn it,
Nice.
guys. Can y'all chill out?
I feel like I've begun to understand this poison, and I can just really maneuver better than I've ever been able to. We'll see if it helps me with the attacks.
And this one says nothing, Krynar, as he takes the dagger in both hands and tries to drive it into your gut.
Ooh. Here's a defense. Shit. Nice. Good old heavy armor. Saves the day.
You're fucking unkillable, I swear to God. Alright. Keftar. You're sloshing around, what do you do?
Just trying to avoid stabbing myself with my own poison dagger.
Might be good.
I lunge. What I think is not the fake one. Hoping to make contact, but not making contact.
You see your buddy just all of a sudden kind of drunkenly trying to fight here, Krynar. I use the term buddy loosely.
Oh, I see that Keftar is affected.
Yes.
All right. Is that your turn?
Oh, yes. Yep.
All right. And we got 2 living enemies still? I didn't kill that guy?
Correct.
Okay.
Both badly wounded.
All right. Well, let's finish him off. I swing that flail again and try to brain him. Here's the roll.
Jesus.
Natural 20.
That's great. Wow.
Oh, man.
Jesus, how do you do it?
Holy crap. I don't know.
You annihilate him, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, there's your nat 20 for the night gone.
Well, I'll describe it for you then. Yeah, you hurl your flare over your head and swing it across his face, ripping his entire lower jaw off as blood just gushes out of his face and head and bone and gore just pour out everywhere, all over the beautiful greenery.
Brenner just laughs. Who's next?
Apparently this guy, because he, where are you going, Keftar?
I'm just all over the place.
Did I kill the wrong guy? No. I just don't have it selected. And he will move at you, Krynar, seeing that you're clearly, he doesn't have to worry about Keftar. He has to worry about you much more. He drives in his dagger, tries to get you in your kidneys on the side, trying to catch you off guard. What do you do?
What do I do here? It looks like I deftly dodge.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Your
It's gonna be
rolls are too good tonight.
It's gonna be one of those nights. Keftar.
I think I'm familiar with. I've internalized that I'm poisoned. I think over here in these bushes, I'm just gonna put my finger down my throat. I'm anorexic. It's all the fashion. And I'm gonna try to make myself throw this up. I think that's what I'm doing for this turn.
Okay. You're up
Krynar's a big guy. He's got this.
I got this. All right. You want some of this? Have it. And he tries to get him, but oh wait, that's a 9 on the die plus 2. It looks like my flail. Wait, what? Does it hit on a
11.
10?
I think we had this problem last time.
Yeah.
Newmain with fucking 3 gift subs, dude. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I saw the goal, and I'm like, it's straight away. I can gift them.
That's not even sub or that's follows, but I appreciate the gift subs nonetheless. I should probably maybe specify that out. I wish I had 300 subs. That'd be cool.
Well, whatever.
I might have maybe 10.
You have more than 10.
Krynar says, "I'll get you next time." You got away with. I don't know if. How are we resolving this?
I think last time when this happened, we concluded to just trust Foundry.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, even still, only 1 point of damage. I nick him.
Yeah, you clip him in his elbow, and it stings.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. Steel ball at the end of a chain.
These are mine now. Thank you. As he drives the dagger at you. Or try not.
Yes. I shall defend myself. Oh yeah, you can't touch this.
Nimbly dodging out of the way again and again and again. Keftar.
Okay. How am I feeling?
You're still feeling shitty, but you feel like maybe you're coming back up.
All right, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, no, of course I do. I'm gonna kind of gonna focus my attention on the single remaining guy. Try not to hit Krynar. I'm just gonna charge form, quarterback or linebacker style. Dagger in hand. I'm going through him. I'm going through to the other side of him.
Right on.
Break on through.
So that's 11 with 2 damage.
He tries to dodge out of the way, and although he avoids being utterly tackled along with your stab, you still cut him open right at the belly as he kind of leaps back like this, and you slice open whatever he had for lunch earlier that day, and he falls.
Not one.
But the
Oh, good work. Good job,
All
Keftar.
3 hooded cultists, scoundrels, rogues, Lesdy worshippers, Lesdy savants are now down. Lesdy is backed into the corner of the greenhouse. What do you all do?
Toss that cup of coffee and pick up one of these guys' daggers.
I'll leave Krynar to loot these guys because I think that's what he's going to want to do. And I'll rush up to Lesdy, and say, "Poisoned! You poisoned me! Give me the remedy."
No, it's not a poison, I assure you. Just something we have for fun on occasion. And
Did Keftar just turn into Johnny Depp for a second?
he did say his accent rolls around.
It's gonna fluctuate.
She says, you probably already threw it all up. You should feel better at any moment. Any moment now. It's not a poison, I assure you.
I tell her, my friend Krynar will see to you if that's not true. And then I'm gonna kind of poke her, or not, I mean, not really, but I'm gonna try to like threaten her with a dagger. Essentially, I'm gonna try to lure her away from this corner of the greenhouse, back towards Krynar and the 3 dead bodies.
She puts her arms up and says, "I'm unarmed. I'm at your will."
This way. Oh God, my sides.
You begin to feel better now that combat's over. Yeah, you'll very quickly feel better, and the negatives won't account for the next fight, or the next action rather, in general.
So Krynar secures their daggers, checks their pockets for anything else they may have, jewelry, etc.
They're wearing pretty much rags, and aside from the cloak, and the dagger is the only other possession that they had.
All right, so I'll take one of those daggers and say, "All right then, back to business. How do we get out of here? Do we need to kill you first?"
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Maybe we could help each other after all. After all, you have killed most of my company that was helping me anyway. I heard you're looking for the king's son, so it doesn't sound like we are true enemies, both working against Fletcher. Yes?
I don't know, Keftar.
What?
Uh-huh.
Keftar no understand alliances.
Yes, I'm enemies of Fletcher. Have you met him yet? He's quite the monstrous man, isn't he?
Is that the guy we met?
That is
I asked Keftar.
Okay.
That checks out. It is the man we met. That we would like to hope Lelouch has taken care of by now. Wait, did he die? Did we kill him?
Who?
Yeah,
He went invisible, closed you guys
That's
in that room, and then fought.
That's it. Yeah.
Lelouch.
Yeah, you guys weren't even able to damage him, actually.
Not even once.
No, I think we damaged him once.
Yes, you're right. No, yeah, 100% Krynar did. Yeah.
So Krynar's wagging that dagger at her, and he's like, "Make yourself useful. How do we get out of here? Let's go."
The exit's simply right behind you.
Okay. Fog of war.
Hey, you look right behind you, you'll see the exit. I've been tunneling into the den.
Okay, I see the rest of the map now.
Come this way. Let me show you. At this point, you when you reach the tunnel, you hear footsteps running down it, and then slow and what sounds like kind of like scraping against rock. As you see a man emerge from the other side. Let me make sure I got your shit correct here. Kale.
Kale.
Looks like we're good on that front. Yes. All right.
Yes.
You should see yourself now.
I do indeed.
As you see through a very thin crevice in the wall, a man sidestepping as it's hard to fit through. Coming towards you all looks like a similarly dressed fellow as the 3 you just killed. Wait, where did Keftar go?
Over here.
Oh.
Sorry, fog of war for me seems ridiculously high. Like, I can't see more than my icon, basically.
Yeah, I have
Meg,
10
thanks
feet
for the
of
follow.
vision.
You shouldn't be able to see too deeply in here. It's pitch black.
Ah, well, that
Right.
explains it.
If you right click, if you have a torch, if you right click on your token, you'll see a little flame that you can turn on if you have a torch.
Huh.
Wow. Keftar discovers fire.
Now then, so you probably would still be back here, Keftar.
Yeah, 100%.
What do you all do as this person emerges from the dark?
Kill him. No, I'm just kidding. Who are you?
So, the man before you is someone Keftar might recognize. And, well, Krynar, because he spent time with the brothers, looks an awful lot like Lelouch, but slightly more handsome, almost creepily so. A similar crown to that of Lelouch on top of his head with a noticeable crack in it, and his clothes, while similar to that of the other cultists, is slightly more refined, prominently showing off his chest because vanity, I guess, along with a similar chain to that of Lelouch. Keftar, it is your long-lost brother, Kjell.
I think for a moment, I think that this is Lelouch, and I'm like halfway through Lelouch, and I'm like, hell, how did you come by this place?
It's you, Keftar. I presume that means the other brothers are skulking around here somewhere. Speaking of Lelouch, where is that pompous jackass?
We've just left him round the bend. He'll be along shortly.
Please tell me you left him with that fool Fletcher. I would so like to see his dead body at some point.
What business do you have with Fletcher?
Well, my business is Lady Leslie's business. I serve her currently.
Do I?
You are creepily handsome.
Why, thank you. Why, thank you, my large-tooted fella.
Don't fall for his tricks. This is one of our most sinister brothers. I whisper to. I think outside of the ability to hear. I don't know why, but something tells me that Keftar's always had a trouble with this brother.
Leslie says, Kel, how is your progress? You have been in the tunnel digging, trying to reach a point underneath the black rock sludge.
Yes,
you dug in, entered a strange room, but it wasn't quite deep enough, but it did open into another chamber. You just, in your new tunneling that you did, you just reached the point where you, it began to ooze out the sludge.
Well, Lady Leslie, I've broken through into a room where the sludge seems to start oozing out of. We've made good progress.
Excellent. You see, you two, you'll be very happy that you didn't kill me. If I consume the sludge, I'll be able to control the worm.
Now, Keftar, it's not like you to not introduce your traveling companions. Who is this man with you?
I am Krynar. And those men over there, and I point to the 3 dead bodies, trifled with me.
I don't know if you're doing this intentionally, Ryan, but I'm getting, like, Man, hard Conan vibes, and I'm loving it.
Those three, well, they always annoyed me. Only one of them was coherent, and the only thing they ever talked about was Lady Leslie anyhow.
Hold on, someone's knocking on my door.
He goes to answer the door dressed like that. Great.
I mean, I have an upside down cross and a cloak on, and I have to do the same thing. My neighbors know by now. Now, this crevice in the wall, as I described, was very tight. Unfortunately, anyone wearing armor would have to take it off to fit through.
Is this where we're going?
This is the only way to get into the den, Leslie says.
He starts taking his armor off.
Is Kale unarmored?
I am wearing padded leather, I believe. Padded cloth. Yeah. Light armor. Padded cloths are basically clothes with some padding on it.
I think I pull you aside a little bit and say, Kale, can this woman be trusted? How long have you known her?
Trusted?
She tried to kill us.
You speak to me of trust? Are you sure you're asking the right person?
Let's let the past stay in the past, Kale. We don't need to talk about Auntie. We don't need to talk about Father and the other brothers. Let's focus on the present. If I'm going to take off my armor, I need to know I can trust the only brother I've got right now. And that's you.
Whilst nothing would please me more than to see you die in a horrific way, neither she or I will hurt you in any manner.
I don't say anything. That's good enough for me, and I'll take off my armor.
Speaking of the present, why are you here anyway?
Well, we've come for the king's son. He's gone missing.
Which king?
Which king?
The Shadow King himself.
The Shadow King himself.
You served that pitiable old fool, I see. How you ended up in his service, I don't know, but if it pleases you, I can help you find him, and we're going the same way anyway.
In that case, lead on.
You take some time. It takes a good bit. Assuming you're assisting each other, it's a little faster, but you take your armor off. As we do this, the scene fades to black. And then we suddenly are in a place of beautiful hills and green grass and a bright glowing sun. Which seems odd, because this is Mork Borg, right? And then all of a sudden, you see in the distance someone running for their life. And then we zoom in and get closer and closer on the scene, and we see it's our friend Seldom.
Yes.
As Seldom banks the hill and starts running down, all of a sudden on the other side of the hill behind him, you see several figures starting to emerge, silhouettes. You see pitchforks and spears being raised into the sky and chanting, chasing him. And then as we see them a little bit clearer as they crest the hill themselves, we see that they're in fact giant humanoid hot dogs and a land of hot dog people chasing Seldom. Seldom is currently in another dimension of hot dog men, and we fade back to the scene.
Oh my god.
Suddenly I have a craving for hot dogs.
Does anyone smell something cooking?
John fucks it. Fuck yeah. All right. Oh, hang on. There is a message. Speaking of which, y'all remove your armor and begin sliding through the corridor, which we will transition to that scene here in a moment. Actually,
What's up, John? What's up, Meg? They're part of the podcast.
Loving it so far, by the way. Watch it every Monday while I'm editing this stuff.
Oh, nice.
Or watch it, listen to it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So Krynar has taken his armor off. Should we count this as a rest? Get a little HP back?
No.
Or no? Okay. All right. And
Mork Borg.
yeah. So he'll bag up his armor, I guess, and just say no funny business. As he stands there, just I guess in his small clothes, as they say.
Of course, I will even lead the way, if you wish, Leslie says.
Yes, go.
She begins to squeeze through.
Obviously follow closely behind Leslie.
Come, Kale.
Of course, Lady Leslie.
Eventually, you all reach a crevice in the rock and see black sludge oozing out. Leslie takes out from some unknown place underneath her burlap sack a jug and begins collecting the sludge. The sludge is steaming and just grotesque looking. It looks like if someone had taken month-old milk and dyed it black. Chunky but wet. So you're collecting the jug and immediately, obsessively begin drinking it. Oh, I can only consume a small amount at a time. As she breathes out, you see steam coming out of her mouth. And her eyes dilate. Yes. Enough of this, and surely we'll be able to control the worm. Let's continue, shall we?
Is this the same thing that she convinced me to drink earlier?
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
That was like a clearish brownish, like, mead. That was essentially a spiked mead, you could say.
Okay.
Why am I taking you all with me? Alright, she continues. Y'all squeeze the crevice into a very beautiful room. And immediately you're greeted once again with violin music. Whoa.
So there is a...
Damn it. There we go. Sorry about that.
Also, as we enter this room, there might be another familiar face in here. Though slightly warped, twisted almost. He's in the corner is Hamfund, the squire.
Yes.
Look at the bugs crawling around on the map. That's awesome.
With another Eureka sticking out of his chest, this time out of the middle of his chest, as opposed to the sides, as your swords were, Keftar and, well, Selva.
Is it in his belly button or is it higher?
It's right, you know where the rib cage ends? It's right there in the,
Sternum.
yes, sternum, yeah. I
Yeah,
forget
it's not-
the word because I do not have one.
Freaking mutant over there.
I'm gonna take us back to the landing page real quick, because this is not loading correctly. It's not a huge deal if it doesn't, but...
I just say I do not have one. I just have Pectus. Excavate him. It's where your sternum bends inwards more, so you have just a hole in your chest, it looks like.
Just waiting for everybody to load back to the main screen real quick. The animations were just frozen for some reason. Who's hasn't moved new yet, new main for some reason. All right, shitty internet, that's right. Forgot.
Given the chance, Krynar will begin putting his armor back on.
Good point.
Yes, you do have the chance, for sure. I guess we'll have to be without the fancy... The lighting is locked up for some reason. In this particular area, it's broken. That's fine, though. Moving right along.
That I could see halfway across the map for some reason, so...
It's a short distance from where you were. But anyway, so this room is illuminated with spectacular colors. Stuffy air reeking of sulfur also fills your lungs in this room. You see Rotblack Sludge to your north, the pit from before. And of course, the violin music. You may have not noticed before, as you were a little preoccupied with Fletcher. But in the center of the pit, you see a tall pillar. In plain view now of you. At the top of the pillar, you see two skeletons. Unaware, seemingly, of anything, including you. Playing away at their violins. Looks like this was once a room, but the northern wall had fallen into the pit. On the southern wall, well, most of the rest of the wall in this room, you see beautiful green, pink, and violet gems affixed into it. To the east, you see another room, dimly lit with what look like chains hanging from the ceiling.
Well, we gotta get our hands on those gems, right?
It's the first thing in my head as well. I think we'll move on down towards the gems. I'm not going to touch anything, but I want to look closely at these gems.
Okay. They're beautiful gems.
Krynar will take a dagger into the wall and begin trying to remove a fat gem.
Sure.
This never goes well.
Yeah, this is.
I know, of course. Yeah, this is a terrible idea, but you have to.
Keftar, I would say, if you want to roll maybe your presence, or are you trying to ascertain if they're worth anything? You can do so.
For maximum dramatic tension, I want to ask Leslie if she and Kale, if they know anything about this wall since they've been working down here. But not before he gets that dagger in there to chip it away, just so he's unable to avoid what happens to him.
Okay. Then Krynar and Keftar, go ahead and roll a d4. Well, I'm sorry. Roll a strength test for me. Standard DR of 12. To roll a d4 of gems.
All right, here's a strength check. Oh, not good. Got that +2 strength.
Did you want me to roll that as well, you said?
If you were doing that, yeah, you go ahead and roll your strength as well.
Yeah, if nothing happens bad to Keftar, then I'll definitely roll strength for that.
You're Keftar.
Oh, sorry, yeah, for crying out.
Yeah, both of you fail. You pick particularly deep set gems. But you may try another part of the wall if you wish.
Sure, why not? Boom. Look at that.
Why you're just both rolling the same result?
Yeah, that's weird.
Keftar.
D4, you said?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can roll it. You can roll it if you want. And same with you, Keftar.
Hmm.
All right, Krynar, you get 1 gem.
All right.
Keftar, you get 4.
Excellent.
Einar just breaks half of them that he manages to pull out.
Good job. There.
I'm Krynar.
Yeah. Both of you add a valuable gem with the appropriate amount next to it in your inventory. As you both finally get it released. Oh no. Stand by. Fuck. Yeah. All right. As you remove both of them, you feel a rumbling and hear a rumbling. And then a sweat explosion comes from the pit behind you as you see the grotesque gutworm rearing up at you. Its circular teeth inside its grotesque mouth roaring. Whoa, as it comes down at both of you.
Oh shit, where is it?
North side. From the sludge in the north.
That's still in the fog of war for me. But I'll trust you.
Yes. It's big enough to reach you, trust me. Let's see. Where is its freaking information?
Hale, have you been drinking the sludge as well?
Oh, no.
I'm going to turn to... I recognize you're working on something right now, but I'm going to turn to Leslie and say, now's your chance. You've been practicing for this moment. It's time to control the worm.
All right. It comes down at you. It's average test. D10 damage.
Everybody?
Everybody.
2010?
You're rolling to avoid the attack.
Rolling for the attack, okay.
And what was the damage?
D10.
Okay.
Yikes. Here we go.
Here we go. This is the wipe. Krynar 6 damage. Kale just 1. Nice. Okay. What? Wow. You are incredibly lucky, sir.
Indeed.
All right.
So what was the DR on that?
Are you still alive, Krynar? You monster.
Yeah, I've got 3 hit points left.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what was your question?
Oh, I got it. I saw it from theirs.
Yeah, Fang Deserter is really tanky.
Oh, yeah, that's it for me.
8 damage.
On
Roll.
7. Oh, Omen. Thank you.
Oh shit. That's
That's
a
just
lot
a-
of damage. Maybe I should use an omen as well.
And that's just a reroll of basically the whole thing, right? Because I can reroll the defense.
Yes.
I didn't even have my armor equipped.
For a moment there, I thought it got me.
Oh, wow. Nice recovery. Let me remove your omen.
Oh, I did already.
I mean on the stream.
Yes.
All right, there we go. And you're using one too, Keftar?
Or Krynar.
No, I'll save it for next time.
All right.
I'll just sit here with 3 hit points.
And Kelly, you're sitting pretty, so I doubt you're gonna bother. And we can't forget our dear friend here. She runs up and raises her arms up to the worm.
Oh no.
And somehow does not get attacked. And doing so. You can't really tell if maybe the worm was avoiding her or not, but she definitely doesn't seem to get any kind of control. The worm violently recedes back into the sludge. You see her begin chugging again at the disgusting black sludge in her jug.
What the fuck, lady? It didn't look like you controlled that thing. It practically killed all of us.
She goes, wait, I don't have control yet. It takes
No shit.
time. There's a reason why I haven't been able to get any sludge. The worm attacks all of us as soon as we try to get any sludge from it. That's why we had to dig underneath. And also, Fletcher has stopped me at every attempt. Luckily, he couldn't fit through the cave that we came from. What do you all do?
Well, if the worm's gone, I ask her, has Fletcher attacked you recently?
Recently, we quickly learned that we would not really achieve anything by entering the den head-on, so we've been digging underneath, so no.
I see.
What's up with all these chains? What's the deal, lady?
This isn't my domain. Why are you asking me?
Well, you've been here. We just got here. That's why.
Go ask the guards. They're nice. They come drink with us sometimes.
Abel is definitely quite fun once you get a couple drinks in him.
What did we do to provoke the worm, and what did you do to make the worm go away?
I told you, I don't have control over it yet. It must have gone back on its own accord. What provoked it, I don't know. But soon I will. Soon I'll know all that it knows. Soon I'll be one with the worm. She violently, or not violently, but aggressively chugs from the jug again. The jug of sludge again.
I could use a little drink myself, and I go into my water skin, drink a little water, and hopefully get a little rest action.
You really want to rest?
Well, that's how it works in Mork Borg, right?
Yeah. Well, no. You have to rest, and you only get benefits of rest if you have food and water. But yeah, we're still talking like 4 hours.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, then I'll pass on that.
Hale, we still need to find the king's son.
You do? And that is our concern. How exactly?
Well, what's good for one member of the family surely must be good for all members of the family. You don't want to see me left to be mauled by worms. Even you, Kale.
I don't recall you doing anything to stop my banishment.
That's true. It is true. I think I'm gonna move further in.
Let's look at Krynar. There's still some of my drink back at camp if you are feeling a little painful. But you know what it does now. No tricks.
I'm not taking this armor off again.
Mm-mm.
Seems we both have vested interests. I could send Kale to go get it for you. But you might want to sit for a spell after having it.
I'll shout over my shoulder. It's not worth it. Awful stuff.
I would rather not leave you with neither Keftar or this brute of a man. Here, have some of my life elixir. I've got 4 doses left in it anyhow.
Oh, well then.
So a dose of life elixir, which is a heals D6 HP and removes infection. Just roll D6, and that's how much HP you get back.
Word. I appreciate it. Here's a D6.
I need to thank me. I'm doing this so you don't slow us down.
Not a bad roll. 3.
Yeah. Take it.
Oh, am I glad I rolled a fucking life elixir on this character.
Krynar like reaches in the bottle with his pinky and tries to get every little last drop. Okay, well, these chains are interesting. I can't help but want to check them out.
You enter the chain room.
The chain room.
You
Again.
enter the Hellraiser room.
It is dimly lit and weirdly chilly and windy in this room. You see hooked chains hanging from the ceiling here. Bloody tracks are all over the floor, leading to seemingly nowhere. To the door, you see an iron door, but there's no handle on it.
Okay, I'll enter the room a little bit more to try to see this door. Are we talking about a door to the north?
A door to the north.
All right.
Yes, indeed.
Good God.
No handle on the door, you said.
Negative.
This looks like a prison. And there's no other doors in this room.
No, just a stairway leading up to the south. But as you go where you just did, roll your presence.
You talking to me?
Talking to you.
All right, here's presence. 14.
Very good. Very good indeed, because as you go in there, in the darkness, you see up in the ceiling something hideous.
Why is it never something beautiful?
Is it a mirror?
Wow.
Read between the lines there, buddy.
That's a good one. It's good. It's good. It's good. No, it's not a mirror, but it is a giant, hideous, grotesque spider descending down, trying to get a sneaky bite out of you, Krynar. And we are now in combat.
All right.
Go ahead and get your initiatives in.
Oh, how did I do that?
There it is.
All right. Put that in there. The fuck? What are these Ongors?
Don't know.
Is that you?
Apparently so.
Hold on. Let's fix this. Hold on. Don't do anything. Don't move. Foundry can be weird like this sometimes if I'm not smart about it. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
This is what I get for focusing on Lancer this week. Your vision's right. Just making sure everything else looks right real quick. Yeah, we're good. Alright, go ahead and try it again now.
Yep, there we go. Ooh,
And you're first.
it would appear so. I spot the spider heading for Kraina. I click my fingers, signaling for Hamfund to get his ass over here. Clearly, there's something wrong with him compared to the other Hamfund you've seen. He's almost zombie-like. I pull my sword out of his chest, and then I head over to slay the spider that is attacking Kraina.
All right.
Game is paused.
Thank you, sir.
There we go. It is time to attack. DR12.
Yes.
Nice.
Excellent blow. As the spider descends and has its attention on Krynar, you charge up at it with Eureka, which is your heritage sword, I'm assuming.
It's one of the three Eurekas so far. Which one's the original? It's not known.
And you pierce the spider in its abdomen. You pull out your sword and a gross green goo splashes out all over everybody. Smells funny. And your turn whenever you're ready. Keftar.
I'm just about to go in for the dagger, but what's that sound? Do you hear that? And out of nowhere comes Boxamian, the dog that I forgot about. It jumps up, it bites the spider right in the thorax, abdomen. I don't know spider parts, but it bites it viciously. Good dog.
Oh, good. And that foul fucking hound is still alive.
Oh,
Sadly, it misses. I thought that dog got thrown into the pit too, but I could be wrong.
I still have it, so surely it must be true.
No, I remember now. He just threw him. He didn't throw him in the pit.
That's true. Yeah. I do throw him sometimes. I probably will throw him in sometime later in the scene. So I'll sort of roll my eyes at Poxamian's fairly worthless attempt, although I'm glad to see him, and then go in with the dagger, right, shooting for the spider's eyes.
All right. Go ahead and move accordingly too.
Oh yes, I will.
I guess it doesn't matter a ton in Mork Borg though, but you drive down on its many eyes. Unseeing yet seeing all the time. Let's see, 4 damage, well done. Drive it deep into its head. And slashing down, eviscerating several of the eyes as you go. And your turn whenever you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
The spider's name is Nesting Death.
And you're about to find out why.
Got a target-rich environment here.
And apologies, it does have an armor of a negative D2, but it's fine. You guys are down someone tonight, so we'll do a little easy mode with this particular fight.
Which means that the next one is going to kill all of us.
It bites down on you, Krynar, as it intended to do.
Right.
You're a legend.
Its bite is a D4. What's up, Postman?
Okay. Punching that in. D4. Here's the roll.
That is unfortunate.
Natural 1. My armor reduces that. I take 1 damage.
What?
I'll live forever.
No, you take 7 damage.
Um.
Your armor roll was just a 1.
Oh, there it is.
unfortunately.
There it is. Oh, yeah. So that will kill me. So, gotta spend the omen. Gotta spend the omen in order to re-roll this whole defense.
Go for it.
All right, here it is. D4 once again.
There you go.
Natural 20.
Fuck?
Gain free
Diametric
attack.
opposites.
and you get a free attack.
All right, flail in hand. Here it is. You said target has D2 armor.
Yes.
I'll punch that in. And there we go. Boom! Shakalaka.
All right. Yeah, this dog-sized spider was coming down at you. You easily dodge its attack and deal a blow in response. How do you smash this spider?
Just the same way I smash everything. Just boom! Coming down,
Why not
steel
smash?
ball right into its carapace, its exoskeleton, right into the center of its body, and just smash. Spending an omen.
Well spent, I would say, as you destroy the spider.
All right.
We are out of combat. Leslie back at the entrance of the room, leaning against the wall with her arms crossed.
Kel once again clicks his fingers for Hamfin to come forward, and I slide the sword back into his chest.
Did you know about this spider, lady?
He responds in an unintelligible moan. Of course not. Again, let me remind you, this is not my domain, and I haven't been here for a while.
You had drinks with the guards. I figured you know some stuff, but I will stop asking you anything because you clearly don't know anything. All right, let's...
Well, if you met the guards, you'd know they're not the brightest bunch.
They didn't even know why they were here.
Yeah, we met. And
I assume that means Abel won't be coming over for any more drinks.
You get that feeling from Krynar.
Time to open this door.
The north.
This door to the north must be opened.
That door to the north.
All right, Krynar, flail in hand, will lean in to this door.
This is an iron door, just to reiterate.
All right. No handle, so no chance to pull it, so I will give it my best push. Can I click the door, or strength roll? What would you like?
Well, if you're just pushing, you will
I am.
meet a hard resistance and no movement.
And again, there's nothing to grab onto it to pull it.
Correct.
Slide it. I don't know.
No movement.
All right. Okay. Well, this door is impenetrable.
The input.
Whoever designed this was a genius. All right. So let's head to this staircase to the south.
All right, you head up the staircase to a familiar room.
Who's this dude?
Oh, as Leslie answers, did you have to kill them?
No, but it was fun.
I do not remember this staircase being here.
I do not either.
Let
Well,
me
you guys
remind you,
immediately ran
Leslie.
into the other room.
we did, yeah.
I mean, we were
moving
chasing someone, so...
fast. Yeah.
She sits at the table and begins again chugging the sludge.
I want to go into this room over here, the room with the old man seated, and see if he's still seated. I just want to check in on that situation.
Indeed. If you enter the room, you will see he is still seated. And, well, we'll leave that out for now. But yes, I was going to say your Ham was in here, but he's moved since then.
just so I understand the universe, there is only one Hemfund, and that is the Hemfund that is currently here with the sword, who is Sternum.
In a zombie-like state.
In a zombie-like state. Perfect. Okay,
Seemingly you killing him somehow bound him to kill. Again.
Yes.
After he lost the privilege.
Yeah. During exile, exactly. So I'm going to ask Kale. Do you know? Actually, I'll adjust this to both Kale. Well, I'll ask Kale. Do you know anything of this man? This old gentleman.
Aside from the fact that the gods seem to not mind him, not much. He doesn't speak. He simply sits there.
It occurred to me before when we passed through here that maybe he just wants a full table of company.
Leslie smiles and says, "Yes, have you all tried to sit with him together?"
Well, I had considered it, but the way you just said it was really ominous, and so I'm rolling back on that idea every second we go further.
She smiles at you. You see a black liquid trickling out of her mouth as she does so. And she walks over to the table. As you see her walk over there, Keftar, you kind of get a profile of Leslie and see that she's now has a belly. Quite a belly. And she goes and sits at the table. Come join me. As I said, we have vested interests. Nothing to fear. No more games.
I'll just be good. I'll do it.
All right. We will kill you if we have to. Just reminding you about that.
Of course. Y'all go to the table and sit together. Suddenly, the man at the end of the table comes to his senses and erupts in a rumbling laughter and slams his hands on the table. 20 years ago, back when the world was more savage, there was a great battle in the Western Lands. Man begins telling stories of old for a few minutes, but slowly and irrevocably represses back into his catatonic state. With this, Leslie stands back up. See? Harmless. I'm not sure why that occurs, but I got a kick out of it when I first came here, and he has not moved since. She points at you, Kreiner. You're bleeding quite a lot. Out beyond the wall to the south, you should find some beautiful insects. Go consume them.
For healing benefits?
She smiles.
I rub my hands together because Keftar is I think the word is inveterate bug eater, and he will eat any insect, regardless of whether it's on offer. So I'm already out that door. Wherever she was pointing, I think it was through the south, right?
To the south, yes.
Oh yeah, right through that door.
Oh, to the south.
She sits back down and puts her feet up on the table and kind of eyes at you, Kale, kind of waiting for them.
Oh, whoops. The door. Boom.
And Keftar, as you can see visually, very much so, there are constantly insects everywhere, just if you want to flavor that up more, too.
Kreiner doesn't particularly enjoy eating bugs, but
did I say Kreiner? I just meant Keftar.
This won't be the first time he's eaten bugs. Let's just say that. So yeah, he with his gauntleted hand, he'll scoop up a pile of bugs and bite into them like a fucking handful of popcorn.
Well, you go out and you see black violet butterflies flapping over the waterway that's cutting through the center of the opening here. Those are the only insects in this area you see particularly, assuming probably that's what she was referring to.
Okay.
As you consume them, you gain 3 HP.
I'll take it.
I'm finding the choicest ones, like avocados. I go up and I kind of give them a squeeze, and if I don't find the exact right bug, I pass until I find that really good juicy one.
You find it.
Excellent.
2 health. As you guys do this, the butterflies dissipate and fly up into out the cave entrance that you guys came from originally, and they're gone.
All right.
Oh, why am I controlling you? Sorry. All right.
Okay, let's get back to business here. Stop looking at my blood. All right, let's go. Where's this damn? Well, sorry, I take that back. Where's the king's son? He looks over his shoulder.
Leslie shrugs at. I have no idea. Don't you know? Isn't that why you're here?
It is.
Well, as I said, I'm going as far as to my getting Fletcher out of the way. Your dealings with this heir are no concern of mine.
Okay, well, do I
Sounds like-
dare ask where Fletcher is, or do you not know that either?
Well, the guards would say he's in some kind of slaughter room, typically. With 2 great furnaces. I've not been there, though.
Well,
That's-
we
yeah,
have.
that-
We
yeah,
have.
yeah, we
yeah.
have, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I like how all of us went up the map. Just
All right, moving on. What are y'all doing?
We're heading north.
Yep.
All right, your favorite kind of door is up there.
All right.
It's a
I
door
think-
to the north.
I think this is the right direction. We should go up
Yes.
this hallway.
this is the way we went to get to Fletcher.
All right. Here's. Oh, whoops! It was already open. Okay.
It's dark in here. I can't see a thing. Kale, do you have a torch?
Do I? No.
She feels her way along the wall.
Mistress, if you wish, you can take my arm for guidance.
She does.
Krynar does not have a torch. He's just moving along with his flail out as usual.
You can see light at the end of the tunnel, literally. Once you get back into the light, she again chugs from her jug.
Gale looks at the corpses of the 2 guards here and says, I presume this is your doing?
Yes, one would presume. I've left a trail, bodies behind me.
Funny enough, that was actually Lelouch.
Yes, one of them was Lelouch, I believe.
How big is the that bump in her belly at this point?
She looks 9 months pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you look.
Yep. Okay. I think it's down here.
It is. All right, Keftar begins descending the ladder back to the slaughter room. The fuck did I even do with him? There we go. And Leslie follows. What are the other two doing?
Yeah, I'll bring up the rear.
Yeah,
I assume Kale is sticking with her.
obviously.
All right. You enter in a familiar room once again. And you see a large figure again stoking the flames of the furnace, and he looks back at you. You again. And you brought her. She's the reason I kidnapped the boy in the first place.
We're not with her.
Good answer. Good answer.
Then kill her, and I'll spare your lives.
We're just here for the boy, so sure. And I'll just kind of, I don't know. No, I think she said she was gonna kill him, right?
She says she's gonna get him out of the way.
Yeah. I don't know. You wretched royalty, smarty pants. What do you guys think about this?
Oh,
I'm
Kale is
interested-
clearly
yeah, I
on
wanna know
the
what
side
Kale's
of
guessing.
Leslie. Well, he's clearly on the side of Leslie. He is eyeing Krynar after he said the fine line, and his fingers are up, ready to click for Hamfin to get his ass over.
I threw a sharp look at Kale, and then I turned to Hamfund and I say, Hamfund, remember your oath to our family, not just to one of us, but to all of us. And then I say, Kale, let these two fight it out, but don't you dare go against the family. And I stand beside Krynar. Whichever way he goes, I'll go.
While you guys are doing this, at obviously seeing an issue here, Leslie begins chugging the remainder of her jug.
I don't know which one's got better odds, honestly.
In terms of player versus player, Krynar wins. Fang Dessert is really strong.
Oh, I'm just talking about Leslie versus Fletcher.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm not trying to do more PvP. So yeah, Krynar says, we're just here for the boy.
To whom?
To the room.
You kill her, the boy's yours. It's the only reason I've got him.
Where is he?
He's behind me in a chamber, secret.
That sounds
Kill me
pretty
and you'll
te-
never find him anyway. Leslie says, kill Fletcher and we get the boy regardless.
Can you guarantee it?
He has to be here.
I start.
Plus,
I'm so-
she motions at Kale to get in front of her between her and Krynar. You wouldn't want your dear brother to be harmed, would you?
Oh, she's threatening me with Kale.
No, she put Kale between her and Krynar, since Krynar is the one being a little bit more aggressive right now.
Okay,
But she is addressing you.
but she is addressing me. Yeah.
Must sort of tell your compatriot to stand down. And
I say, Kale, you always were so easily swayed. Stand up for your family.
And what about my past track record makes you think I care about family bonds?
But if you don't
Oh.
care about
Are you too dense to realize I was the one that killed father?
And you can see the wheels turning in my brain because I don't think I did know that you killed father. And I think I've made my decision. Any family affection drains from my face.
No sign of Lelouch or Seldom, just FYI.
Oh yeah.
He could be.
Where's Lelouch? You killed father. What will you say next? That you killed Lelouch? Where's Seldom?
If anyone killed the Lelouch, I would wager it's Fletcher or the Worm.
I think I have no more words for you, brother.
Oh, is Fletcher just standing watching this family fight?
What is
Oh
she
yes,
doing?
oh yeah, with a big fucking grin on his face.
What is Leslie doing?
Yeah.
She is standing very closely behind Kale as a shield.
Shielding her from Fletcher?
From
me?
From you.
Okay. I don't know. I'm in a jam here. I'm not sure where to go with this.
It's a toughie.
Yeah. As a player, I want to side with Kalen.
As you think as a character.
But as a character, I just too many revelations. I think I start moving towards Fletcher. Not like all the way in his camp, but definitely if he's not going to attack me. I mean, this guy was really freaking tough before. I don't know what this woman's got, but I'm betting he's got more.
Whoops.
So he knows where the kid is. I start moving towards him. Oh, I guess I should actually represent that on the map.
Okay, I guess I'll go to attack Leslie then. I'm still, I'm on the fence with this decision, but what do I need to do? Do I need to like push Kale out of the way or?
Well, if we're gonna, that would be combat, even that. So we would start with agility test to begin initiative.
So, one quick question: does Enochian syntax, the scroll that lets you control, give one command to a creature, does that work on players?
It says creatures specifically.
Okay.
Does it?
Yes.
I am inclined to say no. Creatures are let me see here. Just that. Although the scum fall under the category creature too. Might just be a general term.
The darkest aspects of Mork Borg are when we start turning on each other. That's the most horrible of all.
I think for the sake of fairness, for a general rule moving forward, that scroll, unintelligent creatures.
Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering, because you let, I think it was Seldom that used it on Fletcher.
I think he abandoned the idea because he wasn't being specific enough. Or he did use it, but he wasn't being specific enough or something to that effect. I think he abandoned the idea, though.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I remember the command was literally die.
Yeah, and it's just like, you can't make yourself die.
Yeah. But you were allowing to use on Fletcher, so that's why I assumed it might work on players, but
yeah.
I think it's fair that it doesn't.
Yeah, I should have said that last time too. That obviously things that break a pivotal encounter is gonna be a no in some capacity.
Oh boy.
So, really, is that what you do, Krynar, or what do you do? You attempt to shove Kale out of the way.
Whoops, I'm sorry. I was crunching chips, so I muted myself. Yes, I'm gonna attempt to push Kale away from her so that I can attack her freely.
Beautiful. All right, let's get that initiative going. Encounter has begun.
Okay.
I am okay with Krynar getting like a strength roll to push me out of the way before the like fighting starts properly if you want.
Sure. I don't know. GM?
I guess that's. I mean, it's up to you. I would have. You guys are squaring up, so.
I think I was assuming that Krynar will back down.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I would be surprised by the push.
So both of you go ahead and roll strength then. Roll again.
It turns into a shoving match.
Yeah. Got him.
All right.
You got the same roll.
You shove him to the side. And then we'll start the combat. But starts with Kale.
You shove me to the side, but you lose some of your balance, which makes you have to compensate for it. Well, finger click, hand fund, sword drawn.
I hope it. I mean, I don't not hope, but I don't hope also. But it's just, are all of our Mork Borg games gonna involve players killing each other?
I think it's gonna be a trend with these sort of dark hardcore systems. So I will take that step back towards Krynar after he pushed me out of the way. And well.
So the best way I can, there are no PvP rules, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But I would say we could roll attack rolls versus defense rolls. If the attack is higher, then it's a success and damage is rolled.
That's fine to me. Ryan?
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
What are you doing, Kale?
Do I wanna... Technically, I would be the one initiating the fight here. Because I could just step back and let him kill her. But at the same time, I'm supposedly obsessed with her due to some power or something, so I can't just do that. So
Yes,
maybe attack
some
roll.
unforeseen psychic force is telling you to kill everybody in this room right now except Leslie.
Okay, so just click the attack roll, right?
Yeah. And Krynar likewise roll your defense. Ooh, that didn't look good.
Yeah.
He could roll over though.
So your DR would be... Well... You are not hit because you rolled a 10 and I rolled a 7, so...
Yeah. Just adjust the difficulty, the DR, when you do so after to whatever his attack was. So anyway, yeah, you don't take any damage.
That's good.
Okay.
All right, Krynar.
Well,
I'm not, by the way, just FYI, I am not between you and Leslie. Attacking you from the side. You pushed me out of the way and stepped up, I assume, so...
yeah, I'm gonna ignore you as a weak, wretched royalty, and I'm just gonna try to bring down the flail on her once again. Here's the any armor on her?
No, she's wearing a burlap sack.
Oh yeah. Let me delete that D2 off of there, and here's the roll.
Very
15.
fine roll.
There you go.
Nice.
Total of 17, so let me adjust accordingly. Incoming attack is a D8, yes?
Yeah, that delivered 6 damage. I hope.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take the 6. Moving forward, though, it would be whatever the defensive roll is, because that would account for the armor as well. Typically, not that she has any. So yeah, you shove Krynar, our God damn it, all your names, Kale aside, and smash Leslie with your mace into her stomach. And just ripping flesh, sundering that big bulging stomach, flesh from skin, and the whole belly just rips off of her.
Oh, her belly rips off?
Her belly rips off as black sludge just explodes everywhere, all over you and all over Kale.
Classic.
And she falls. Kale, suddenly a clairvoyancy comes over you, as if you woke up from long slumber. You no longer wish to kill everybody here. Well, I mean, maybe you do. It's up to you now, though.
Kale stumbles backwards a bit, his sword hitting arm going limp at his side. He rubs the bridge of his nose, looks around for a moment, and he's like, "Oh, finally. That wretched witch had me under her control for so long."
I think I'll go up to Kale and I'll say, you've always been a terrible, terrible person, Kale. But I thought for the last couple of minutes that you've been more terrible than normal, and I'm happy to see you're back to your usual self.
Kale just looks at Keftar a bit and is like, Your thankfulness for me coming back to normal is appreciated." You're clearly gagging at saying any kind words.
Yeah. Definitely the nicest thing we've ever said, ever.
As you are talking, the enormous man, Fletcher the cannibal, walks over to the Leslie and begins squishing her head beneath his foot slowly. You just see matter exuding out of her. You're expecting blood, but more black goo starts to go everywhere. You do see pink brain matter, but everything is tinted with black, a black liquid. Well, very well. I don't need the boy anymore. Follow me.
Krynar says, "Cool," and follows him. Oh, you're coming in here with us this time? All right.
That's great.
He exits the south door. And you enter in this room. Let me bring down the battle music. All right. All right, in this room, again, you enter in a hotness that is exuding from the pit of black sludge, and the continuing violin music. To the west, you see a black statue of a one-eyed king. The noblemen here may recognize the statue as King Leonard II. There's an obvious cavity where the eye should be. You see Fletcher reach into a pouch, hear what sounds like a squishy sloshing sound. You see him produce a fresh eyeball. Looks like it had just been plucked from a corpse. He presses the eyeball into the empty cavity of the statue, and you see to the eastern section a door slide open out of the stone. Your boy, he gestures to the room.
That's a good trick. We never would have thought of that. Okay, I'll go in there. Grab this kid.
You enter in this room, torches burn, it's hot and confined in here. And you do see indeed Alden sitting on a bench gnawing on what appears to be a human bone. He's pudgy
Beamer.
and comes off as an arrogant brat. You see also in this room a bookshelf with a large iron hook, a mirror, and a crossbow with 4 bolts. There's also a bullwhip in this room with cryptic runes that hangs on the wall. There are bowls of water and food strewn about.
But he was gnawing on the human bone. Excellent.
He is.
Femur.
He still is.
We knew it was important somehow. Kale, stepping in behind Krynar, his eye is instantly caught by that bullhorn you mentioned.
Bullwhip.
Bullwhip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to have a closer look at that.
All yours. Are you taking it?
Well, I'll look over at Fletcher to see if he protests me just grabbing it. And if not, I will pocket it.
He's not even in there. He's outside waiting for you all to finish.
I'm grabbing that.
All right.
I'll sort of nudge my head towards, you mentioned there was a crossbow as well.
Firstly, you may add a bullwhip of necroplasmic shock to your inventory. I'll give you more details later. And yes, crossbow.
I nudge my head towards its direction while looking at Keftar like, go, take that.
As
Connor,
the...
do you have any use for a crossbow?
Crossbow would be a presence test.
Yes.
I'm good with my melee stuff. I'm gonna stick with melee. You can rock that.
All right, I'll pick up that
Okay,
crossbow then.
Is the bullwhip an actual item in the compendium, or do I just have to take a normal whip and edit it?
Just, you don't have to even do that. Just add a weapon in your inventory manually.
Yep.
It's a D4. I like I said, I'll give you details about it here, the damage and all that here in a moment.
Okay.
Karnar will pick up that mirror, check his teeth.
Beautiful, jagged, rotting teeth with a bit of food in them still from yesterday morning.
They're my best friends, my teeth. All right, I'll pocket that mirror and say, all right, kid, let's go. Come on.
As he's continuing to gnaw on the bone, he said, "You're not the guards. I've not seen you before."
I killed the guards.
Well, who's supposed to bring me my food now?
Come on. And I grab him by the armpit and hoist him up onto his feet.
But I don't want to leave.
I shove him.
He's not able to resist you. We're not going to roll him for it.
A lot of shoving today.
As you come back out the room, Fletcher has the iron door open. All
There was
right.
a lot of shoving last time, too.
All right, you got your boy. Leave me to my domain.
Okay, should we go out this way or back the way we came?
I really want to ask Fletcher what exactly was the reason he kidnapped him, but Kale wouldn't give a shit. So
There's a part of me that wants to ask too, but I think I'm happy to walk out of here. Fletcher was definitely the toughest thing we encountered.
All right. Okay. You guys make your way out. Nothing further really of any consequence occurs. Let me bring this. All right.
Reinar goes ahead and says it. He says, "That seemed a little too easy," as we're walking out.
Well, let's say you guys there really wasn't a wrong move. But you took the one that resulted in the shortest conclusion and the easiest solution as well.
Oh,
Are you saying we optimized Mork Borg? Is that what I'm hearing right now? Because that sounds like what you're saying.
A lot of things that I didn't expect to happened tonight.
Perfect run. I love it.
And you guys
Nailed it.
You go out and you run through the you re-enter the forest that you came from. It's still nighttime. You see a mist hanging in the forest. The permanent night sky above you. And the only thing in the distance you see is the illumination of the Shadow King's army that awaits you. You bring Alden before the courtier that has assigned you to this in the first place. And Alden is quickly taken away. With a snap of her fingers, several servants begin bringing chest after chest after chest of gold, opening it before you. You are free. You are free and rich beyond your wildest dreams. You've succeeded in completing the Rotblack Sludge. The army leaves you to your own devices. Congratulations. That was
hey.
that is the conclusion of the one shot. Like I said, I did not think you guys were going to turn on Leslie. I if anything, you guys were going to kill her in the greenhouse for attacking you in the first place.
Well, she didn't do anything. It was the fucking cultist, so I'm not surprised they didn't continue the fight.
You were gonna have your poor wife do that? You were gonna have us beat up your wife?
Uh-huh.
I do want to talk about that.
She knew everything that was she knew all of that information, everything that happened. But I'm an experienced GM. I figured y'all weren't going to do that.
I also had more information than you guys ahead of time.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that if you are experienced players too, and knew that Fletcher was extremely difficult, and had you all asked, she probably, put two and two together, yeah, she probably could have sicked the gut worm on Fletcher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But she didn't get the chance, and Fletcher, it's unimportant now, Fletcher had kidnapped Alden.
Mm-hmm.
To try to persuade the king to send in his army to get rid of Leslie. Obviously, the first reaction of the king was to kill Fletcher first, and maybe if that failed, then to try to kill Leslie.
Good stuff.
But yeah, Bianca wants to start streaming. So she wanted to play and kind of get a feel for things, but we're probably gonna, if she wants to do this, we're probably gonna do some like solo stuff first, just so she kind of gets a little more comfortable with it.
Yeah, no, obviously, she's only here briefly, but from the 3 lines she had, I thought they were good. I can't even imagine, I genuinely cannot remember the first time I did any kind of role playing because it had been quite a while ago. But I can't imagine doing it online, right? And it's sort of like missing out. Like it would have been probably with some pretty close friends, and it would have been in like a totally isolated scenario. And I'm sure it was total dog shit. So I can't even imagine the strain. So good on her for giving it a run for its money for this type of introduction.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her. I think she did great. She's probably worried that she wasn't doing good and didn't realize how good she was doing, because she hasn't seen like a brand new player and how bad they normally are. She was doing fine.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, nerves, they get you.
Yeah, I get nervous every game still too.
I think it's kind of a part of the fun is having them and just realizing that, like, oh yeah, you can make a total ass of yourself, and then 15 seconds later you've moved on and the game continues. It's a good life lesson.
But because of that, because of things happened, I did have more to the dungeon I added on, but because things kind of condensed down really fast there, I was well, you guys probably would have died without Chris. Chris wasn't here, and I wasn't gonna, and then I was kind of using Lusty, so I wanted to. Y'all would have died. The extra content I had. I think
Nice.
there was enough of a risk of you guys of getting a total wipe without the addition I made, so I just bailed on it, which is why
With
we
Cry-
ended so early.
With Krynar getting as taking the brunt of the damage there, I think we were setting ourselves up for a world of pain once we got a real tough enemy. So I agree.
I think we would have died if we actually fought Fletcher.
Yeah, we couldn't make a dent. I think Lelouch, me, and Seldom all struggled to land anything on Fletcher. So I don't think that would have changed.
If
Nope.
I remember correctly, I landed like
Oh,
2
maybe you
out of
did.
3 hits, but none of them did damage.
Yeah, what was the trick there?
Leslie was the trick.
Okay, yeah. So
But give me
Really
one sec.
had
Let me raid these guys playing Pathfinder, because we've raided them before. I'm gonna go ahead and raid them again, and then we'll talk more about this.